Namkaram, shall we proceed?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. Yogesh,
Yes, sir.
all set?
Yes, sir.
And then you signal, then we'll start.
Now you can find.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm screen sharing.
And I'm going to proceed,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Very good morning to one and all present over here. We all are tourists.
Anamika, ma'am, your video is off. Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am.
My video is on, ma'am. Is it now?
It's on. Just continue.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
proceed.
Okay. So very good morning to all of you. We all are tourists and God is our travel agent who already fixed all our routes, reservation and destination. So trust him and enjoy trip called life. Good morning, excellencies, distinguished faculties and my dear student. We all are grateful to all have accepted our invitation to be the part of this elite event. I welcome Honorable Guest and Speaker, Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal ji, sir, respected Principal of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mr. Basukinath Pandey, sir, faculty members and participants. It gives me great pleasure to extend you a very warm welcome on behalf of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Commerce and Science, who has clubbed all of us here. Thank you all for finding time and visiting today's national level webinar on World Youth Skills Day. My name is Anamika Singh. I'm assistant professor at Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Our college is providing higher quality education to all the sections of the society. Rajiv Gandhi College is rigorously working to develop transformation into youth educationally, morally, culturally, spiritually, to make them good citizens with great employment opportunities. Now it's time to have our holy tradition to worship our goddess Saraswati. Before any important event, let's dedicate a prayer to Ma Saraswati. For that, I would like to invite Assistant Professor Priyanka More. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Asito ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Over to you, Anamika ma'am.
Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. Encouragement, enthusiasm, excellency is one of the major aspects of the organization, with an object of encouraging the spirit of youth, and feels proud to be the host of this webinar. I would like to request our principal, sir, Mr. Basukinath Pandey, to address this event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your introduction, and thank you very much for such a warm start of this national webinar. First, on behalf of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Vashi, Navi Mumbai, I would like to welcome Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal, sir. Sir, welcome to the platform of Rajiv Gandhi College. It's our great pleasure to have you at our platform. Sir is the CEO and founder of Vision 2025 Outlook Change. Sir is also the regional mentor for changes. I hope you all are aware that Yojana Aayog has been changed to NITI Aayog now. So Sir is also the member of that. And Atal Innovation Mission, which is Government of India Innovative. Sir is also involved in that. Sir is having around 40 plus years of vast experience. So on the day of international, I will say, World Youth Skill Day, Sir is the right person to inaugurate this webinar series. Sir, we are going to have around 10 lecture sessions, and you are the first who is going to start the session. And inauguration is done with your hand. So I would like to extend a very warm welcome. On the occasion of World Youth Skill Day, today we are presenting a talk on Discover Your Passion, Dream Big and Make It Reality. And it is presented by none other than Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal, sir. I would like to elaborate the theme note. A quarter of the world's workforce is made up of the young people. And we, as a young country, India is the hope of the whole world, because we all are very much aware that young people are the engine, or I will say the fuel of the growth. But 400 million young people are currently missing employment opportunities, while 270 million young people are out of work. The situation has worsened. Because of this pandemic, we all are aware that lakhs and lakhs people have lost their job. Already, India is just recovering from a second wave of pandemic, and we are expecting third wave in month of August or September. So this is very challenging time for the youth, for the young, and for those who are about to join the job. Or it is very difficult for students also to continue their studies in this pandemic. Being from academic field, I can share my personal view. Many students have taken dropout. They are not in position to continue their studies because of financial problems, or because of they have lost the main earner of their family. So today's World Skill Day on 15 July highlight the opportunities and challenges. Every pandemic, every worst situation always provides something very positive. So today, when we are discussing on this webinar, we are sharing a common virtual platform. This is also the effect of this pandemic. 2 years back, of course, webinars were there, virtual conferences were there, but that was not so much popularized. But due to this pandemic, new job opportunity have been created. New virtual platforms has been created where we can share our thoughts, we can share our ideas. So every pandemic, every worst situation comes with some new opportunity. And this World Youth Skill Day is very important, because we are celebrating this, and of course we are celebrating on 15th July, but this is in mid of Corona pandemic. So now youth need a special attention. Youth need a special direction where they can go, where they can find some new ways, some new innovative ways are required for them. So Rajiv Gandhi College, as a leader, we thought that, okay, we'll start a webinar series. We will invite different eminent personalities who are having expertise in their field. Let them have a one-to-one talk with youth. Let them have a one-to-one talk with young people. Let them give some solution, because pointing out on the problem is very easy, but providing solution is very difficult. And in this pandemic situation, we all need to have a very positive thought. If you could do one thing to transform your life, discover your passion, dream it to make it real. I would highly recommend it to find something you are passionate about and do it for a living. Learning how to find your passion may not be as easy as it sounds, but it's well worth the efforts. For myself, when I get passionate about something, I read about it for hours and hours and hours. So always, sometimes we got confused because our passion is something, but we try to get employment in some other field. So we are not having job satisfaction. But if we get job in the area where we are passionate about, we get maximum job satisfaction. As our title says, to achieve a big dream, you need to believe in it and yourself. For that, you have to be passionate about your dream. It sounds simple, but so many people pursue a dream, they feel it too big for them, or it's really just unachievable. Yeah, planning is very easy. Many people just simply wake up, they plan, okay, I will do that, I will do that. But similar equitable energy, equitable efforts is also required. Simply dreaming is not enough. You have to put efforts. The very first step to achieve your big dream is believing that it is possible. Yeah, until unless you will not believe whether it's possible or not, you will not able to achieve your dream. Dreaming is nothing without action. Take daily action to turn your big dream into reality. Because dreaming is not the solution. Dreaming is required, but along with dreaming, positive action is also required. No matter how small, every action you take gets you one step closer to your big dream. Everything starts with dreaming big. Imagine the most amazing personification of your dream and dream that. Make it real by imagining what would we feel like to achieve it. I would like to share one small story with all of you. Hope you all have heard about Michael Jordan, the very famous basketball player. In India, the way we worship the Sachin Tendulkar in cricket, the similar status is enjoyed by Michael Jordan in USA and the area in basketball sports. So he belongs to a very poor family. Michael Jordan belongs to a very poor family. And one day what happened, his father approached, unke dad, unke pita, unke paas aaye, and he said, Michael, I want to assign one work to you. He gave him a small, very untidy t-shirt and told him, okay, tell me, what is the worth of this t-shirt? So Michael Jordan just gave a look and he thought, okay, around $1, dad. He said, okay, go to market and sell it for $2. So Jordan thought, oh, is it practically possible to sell it for $2? Then he said, okay, I will. So what he did, he washed the cloth, he washed the t-shirt properly. Okay, he was poor, so he was not having that time a proper equipment to make it in a proper shape. So उन्होंने बहुत सारे क्लॉथ्स के नीचे उसको दबा के रखा बहुत दिन तक. And next day, he took that t-shirt and went to railway station. On railway station, उन्होंने उसको sell किया and one person came and he purchased for $2. He happily came back and gave $2 to his father. Another day passed. Around after 10 days, again his father approached with same t-shirt and he said, okay, now go and sell this t-shirt for $20. Now Jordan got confused. Okay, selling $1 worth t-shirt for $2 is okay. But for $20? Then again, he thought and he went to market. He purchased a very small, Mickey Mouse card, picture, that photo, and stick on the t-shirt. that same t-shirt, and he went to a very popular school, and he started selling that. Okay, this t-shirt for $20, this t-shirt for $20. One boy approached him to buy the t-shirt. His father gave him $20 for that t-shirt and another $5 tip for that. So Jordan was very happy. He came back home and he gave $25 to his father, and he said, "Okay, Dada, I achieved this target again." Another day passed, around 1 month. After 1 month, again his dad approached him, and he said, "Okay, the similar t-shirt you have to sell it for $200." And now the actual task began. Like all of us, Jordan got confused, and he thought that no, this is not achievable. This is not practically possible. $1, it is very difficult to sell for $2. I did that. Again, $20, I did that. $200 is impossible task. But again, as today's what you can say topic, dream big and make it reality. So what Jordan did, he took that t-shirt, because while he was reading newspaper, he came to know one small advertisement that a particular live concert is going on, and very famous actress is going to come there. So he went there. Of course, he was a very small, cute boy. He went there. Anyhow, he did the what you can say security, and he went and he requested that lady, that actress, to give her autograph on that t-shirt. So he was innocent. Of course, I don't know why, what happened, but actress signed on his t-shirt. And then actual thing came to picture. What Jordan did, Jordan bought that t-shirt, went to market, very cloudy market, okay, and he started selling that. Okay, the t-shirt, what is the speciality of that t-shirt? The signature, the autograph of that actress. A large crowd gathered there. Very large amount of people gathered there, and all wanted to buy that t-shirt. So they started bidding. The bidding process started, and can you believe the same t-shirt got sold for $2,000? So guys, what is the moral of this story? First thing, you have to believe on your idea. You have to believe whatever dream you are thinking, that is achievable. Until unless you will not believe on your own idea, it is impossible to achieve. Nothing is impossible. But you have to believe on your own idea. One very famous quote I would like to say to finish my theme note. जो सपने देखने की हिम्मत रखते हैं, जो सपने देखने की हिम्मत रखते हैं, वो पूरी दुनिया जीत सकते हैं. So first, you have to dream. You cannot do anything without having proper dream. And only dream is not important. Dream should have positiveness. Sakaratmakta. In Hindi, we use the word sakaratmakta. Once you are having a very positive thought, you will get the path. You will get the way. Only matter is you should have positivity. If you are having negative thought, even a small task can be converted into very big task, very big problem for you. So I think so on World Youth Skill Day, as a young country, as a young people, we should bring positivity within us. Listen, nobody can simply spoon feed you the, you can say, positiveness. It comes from within. So I'm very much sure that Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal sir's lecture will bring that positiveness. And I just got one mail from sir, and he said even if 10% audience got motivated, that will be a big achievement. So yes, sir, this is also our motive. We want to address the root cause of the problem. We want to help youth to achieve their dreams. And even if we could succeed 5%, you are targeting for 10%, we are targeting for 5%. Even 5% audience are going to learn something from us. It will be a great achievement for us. I would like to thank Professor V. Ravisankar for his efforts. From I think so around 10 days, he is having a sleepless night. He has worked very hard, and we are having target around 4,000 audience. And I'm very much positive that once sir will start the lecture, we will achieve that on YouTube Live. So thank you very much, the team. Thank you, Professor Anarka Singh. Thank you, my colleagues. Thank you, Ravisankar sir, and all the audience across India for joining us on this national webinar. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. Over to you, Anamika.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. On your I can say the very much motivational theme, I can say, and I can conclude this one point as nothing is impossible. If a person can bring the strength from inside, yes, the person can achieve anything in the world, whatever the dream they are keeping in their career path. So moving ahead, and let's come up with our topic of today's webinar session is Discover Your Passion, Dream Big and Make It a Reality. And we are very fortunate with the very special speaker among us, Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal ji, sir, CEO and founder, Vision 2025, Outlook Change, Regional Mentor for Change, NITI Aayog, Atal Innovation Mission. Now for introducing sir, I would like to request Assistant Professor V. Ravishankar sir to please welcome and introduce today's invited esteemed speaker for today's event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Anamika ma'am. Thank you very much. Respected Principal of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Commerce and Science, distinguished teaching faculty participants from across the nation, student participants and youth from across the nation. I think even 2 or 3 have joined from abroad. Corporate participants, trainers, coaches who are participating in today's national webinar, and my teaching colleagues. I, Professor V. Ravishankar of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Vashi, Navi Mumbai, I am honored and privileged to introduce the honorable guest speaker of today's inaugural session of the National Webinar Series on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day, on the sub-theme, Discover Your Passion, Dream Big and Make It a Reality. Honorable guest speaker, Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal, sir. Welcome, Dhariwal, sir. Welcome. Thank you, sir. Please permit me to introduce you, sir, to the audience. As many of them have already introduced Mr. D.R. Dhariwal, sir. He is the CEO and founder of Vision 2025 Outlook Change. He is a regional mentor for Change, NITI Aayog, and Atal Innovation Mission, that is of Government of India. Mr. D.R. Dhariwal has served the corporates for more than 40 years, of which more than 20 years as CEO, President for various groups and corporates like Asher, Aditya Birla Group, Tirmalai Chemicals, India and Malaysia. So Mr. D.R. Dhariwal is also a mentor for many organizations like Ivy Camp, Bangalore, Startup Oasis, Jaipur, Everwise, USA, and is a mentor for many startups and CEOs in the Indian industry. He is a product leader for global peer syndicates, CEO worldwide. He is mentoring CEOs for CEO Mentorage Singapore. He is an advisor and mentor for Vadwani Foundation Bengaluru, for Sri Sattva Group Chennai, Idea Gist Global Community, and for many other reputed firms like Z. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So it's an honor, sir, to introduce. I have no words to introduce Dhariwal, sir, for this special occasion. And as a step to contribute back to the society globally, post his superannuation in 2015, he has taken up voluntary roles of mentoring and facilitating youngsters in professional and career orientation, talent building, and transformation, and discovering the hidden potential to become great global citizens. Let's join in welcoming Mr. D.R. Dhariwal, sir. Thank you. Over to you, Anamika.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, just a little housekeeping from our side. I just need to inform, let me explain how the public, how the participants, how the different corporates and delegates can talk to us during this webinar. So if you have any questions during the session, just write them to the chat box. We will have the question answer session at the end to answer your questions. Moving ahead and just starting this, the very awaiting moment to listen to our, today's esteemed guest and speaker, I just quote. I just want to give us a quote, and then I will definitely give this platform to Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal sir. A dream written down with a date becomes goal. A dream written down with a date becomes goal. A goal broken down into steps become plan. A plan backed up by the action makes our dreams come true. Ladies and gentlemen, we rarely get this opportunity to listen to the words of great personality like Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal ji sir. So let us have the privilege of listening to him. It is my honor now to invite Honorable Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal ji sir to address the youth who eagerly waiting to listen you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Great to be there with you all this morning. Thanks, Professor Pandey, Professor Ravi Shankarji, and all other organizing team members. I am delighted to be with you all today to inaugurate this national webinar and share my thoughts on a very important and relevant topic for each one of us in today's global environment, that is passion. Passion takes you on a journey for great things to happen. Maybe a miracle. Your passion can change you, your life, and your success. You really need to discover your passion from within. Passion, discover, success, dream, and reality are 5 very important keywords which can make a big difference for every human being on our planet. I thank Sainath Education Trust, Management and Principal of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Vashi, Mumbai, Professor Pandey, for inviting me to inaugurate and share my thoughts on this topic with you all today on the occasion of the World Youth Skill Day. I declare this national webinar series inaugurated and wish you all tons of good wishes on this great day. I was delighted listening to the example Professor Pandey has shared about the t-shirt. How a brain power can add value and make a difference. I think the inspiration you get from someone can bring out the best competencies and capabilities in you to bring great results. I think it has been a wonderful example which should make you think, and maybe during the course of the discussions, I'll be sharing many similar examples of people right from 7 years to 100 years age people from across the globe. I'm sure that this process should provide some inspiration to wake up your passion, to visualize your dreams and see if we can translate them into reality. Our approach today will be to understand many real life examples in our journey of passion and skill. Skill is a great tool used by every human being on this planet for ages. As human beings, we practice many skills in our journey to achieve greater goals in life. Everyone in this world has and uses some skills, irrespective of age, country, culture, financial status, male or female, or living in metros, tier 2, tier 3 cities or villages. Some have God-given gift of skills, others acquire skills and reach greater heights in life. Let me start with a practical Indian business example to understand how with passage of time, new skills, updating of skills have become relevant to our lives. Let's say around 1990, if we were to buy grocery, our parents used to make a list of items to be purchased and would go to an old shop, kirana shop, managed by the owner. He checks the list and informs about the items available with him or items which are not available with him. On getting the approval, the shop owner packs the items, makes a handwritten bill, payment is made in cash. That was the situation around 1990. Time changed, and around 2000, the shop got converted to larger shops with few employees, more variety and items based on customer experience. Many new customers, no waiting time, delegation of work, no stock out items, but payment still continued mainly in cash. By 2010, things further changed. Role of the shop owner changed. Layout of the stores changed. Aisles and self-service became the rule of the game. Owners started managing counters for bill payments, making bills, using payments with credit cards, debit card also became acceptable. People used to buy more items as when they used to go down the aisles, product displayed in racks, they could pick up many items which were not planned by them. Better inventory and procurement management, use of computer and software came into use. By 2020, we saw many more changes, including customer expectations and behavior. Now, less visits to shop, online placement of orders, orders through WhatsApp and SMS, invoices online, payment through many options and gateways, along with the order or payment against delivery, concept of home delivery, etc. These examples demonstrate that the need for new skills to be acquired or updation of existing skills to march forward was essential. Passion to learn, unlearn, and understand the behavior expectation of customer was particularly important. People who do not follow this had no choice but to wind up their operations. New skills are needed in every sector. We can see how things have moved in education, entertainment, electronics, travel and transport, construction sector, finance and banking, healthcare and every other industry. In the time to come, changes will happen much faster than yesteryears. Maybe every 6 months, technological innovations, global competition will demand new skills, or upgradation of the skills will be required, or create a story like what happened with Hindustan Motors or Ambassador car, or Kodak Film Company which was making the camera film. We are in the age of artificial intelligence, IoT, robotics, and machine learning, and so on. The challenges in the time to come are going to be very different, beyond our imagination. So the speed of picking up things, learning things, unlearning things will play a vital role in the life of human being. This brings the focus that many things will become dynamic around us, and we need to acquire new skills and implement them in every sphere of life. We will be totally out of the static world that when you implement something, 10 years of peace, those days are gone. In our country, it is estimated that by 2025, about 50% of our population will be below the age of 25. This will force us to move much faster in this journey. Passion to learn, unlearn is the rule of the game. As shared by the host, I'm associated with the Atal Innovation Mission of NITI Aayog as a regional mentor of change. Presently, we are going through a 9-week boot camp for students of school from class 6 to class 12. Over 10,000 students from nearly 1,000 schools across the nation are participating. We started the program in the last week of May, and the first focus was on skills. A week of input on skills, variety of skills, large number of skills were presented to the children. They were asked to do homework, how these skills they digest, how these skills they can use, and can they do something with these skills to create innovative digital product and projects. They are experiencing at this age how to manage digital products, digital marketing, digital customer interface, online digital stores, online payments, and online delivery of digital products. This is a very big change. The skill can be acquired at any age by anyone. We need to have passion. Having talked about the focus and priority of skill on this great special day for the youth of the world, let us come back to our today's topic. And let's start with a small live example of a girl from United States. This girl was born in 2005. Today, this girl is 15 years of age. Today also, she's studying in the school in grade 10. When she was 7 years, one day, her dad had to visit a dentist who was about 40 miles away from her place of stay. So dad wanted this little baby to accompany him when he was driving down to the dentist. After the meeting with the dentist was over, doctor offered this little baby a lollipop. And when this little girl came out of the doctor's room, there was a lady at the reception. And this lady said, "Baby, this is not good for you. It is not healthy. Don't eat it." This little girl was confused. She was worried. She was upset. And she said, "Children like lollipops. And doctor gives me a lollipop. However, this lady at the reception, whom I don't know, says, not good for you, don't eat it." So the entire return journey, This girl was deliberating with her dad. What has happened? I'm confused. I don't know whether to eat or not to eat. Doctor gave me, I enjoyed it, I liked it, I was cheerful. But the moment I met this little lady at the reception, my smile, my happiness all vanished. So by the time they reached the home, a new purpose got created, a new vision got created, a new goal was set. Can we not create a healthy lollipop because children like lollipop? So this little girl who was studying in grade 2, along with her dad after the school and office hours, worked for nearly 2 years. How to create, the passion was how to create a healthy lollipop which is not harmful for children, no cavities, no other problems for the children, but children love lollipop. They did a lot of experiments, a lot of efforts, and it took about 2 years for them to come out with a new product. They named this product as Zollipop, Zollipop. Their efforts, their passion and commitment brought these results. So by the time she was 9 years, she was in grade 4. By the time she was 12, she was in grade 7. This product was available at practically all possible departmental stores in the United States. Her efforts, along with her dad, and now a few employees with them, they have been manufacturing it, making it quite a big setup now. She's still in the school, grade 10. Her business runs over in millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. So age is never a criteria. The moment a dream comes to you, an idea comes to you, if you focus and work with passion, great things can happen. Just imagine, people were having lollipops. Nobody thought about it. But to this little child, it clicked the idea. She focused on it with total passion and devotion. And even as a school student, she has been able to create great things. Let me come back to an Indian example. I think this is about 8-10 years back. A girl from Kerala, very poor family. I think it was her 10th birthday. A school student. One day, her father asked her that your birthday is coming. What gift are you looking for? I want to present to you a beautiful gift. This girl was delighted and happy. She was remembering always the difficulties her mother is facing because they are from a very poor family. So she gave a suggestion, why not we buy a washing machine so that it gives some relief to my mother. Her dad was taken by surprise. He was shocked. And he said to this little girl, do you know how expensive is a washing machine? How can we dream of even buying a washing machine? You are not practical in talking about it. because it is beyond our capacity. This was the first reaction. A few minutes later, Dad came with another reaction. He said, even if I borrow money and buy a washing machine, you know, it runs on electricity. Who will pay the electricity bill? And these two questions started worrying this child. She was really concerned. My dad came forward to offer me a gift without any condition. I gave a suggestion and Pat came two reactions. Things went on. One day she realized that she has a bike to go to school. So she goes on a cycle every day to the school. She was concerned that a bicycle does not have any electricity, any fuel. There is no running cost except filling air in the tire and tubes. And that was the creation of an idea in her mind. Can we think of developing a washing machine which works on the principle of cycle giving the rotation, and it should be a low cost. It should not use power. It should not consume. She tried various experiments. She worked a lot. It took a few years for her. And when she was 14 years, she received the President of India Award for the bicycle-mounted washing machine which she developed, wherein it works on exactly same principles of a normal washing machine. It has a drum, it has a rotation, it has water circulation. It does all part of the thing. The only thing is that the machine needs pedaling. So she did that innovation. It was endorsed by CSIR. She got a patent. Many companies approached her. Why don't you sell this product to us or the patent to us so that we can do the commercial marketing? So I think with passion, an idea can come from anywhere. But how you are passionate about working on that idea, working on that dream, and make it a reality. This girl has done many more similar innovations at the school level, received many recognitions and awards. Yesterday in one of the programs of NITI Aayog, wherein a CSIR associated senior member was sharing this example also on the YouTube about this girl from Kerala, how she developed this particular washing machine. We should remember that passion is something very special. Passion is not a talent. Passion is not the interest or a part-time hobby. Passion is about doing something. Passion is about rediscovering yourself. Passion makes you feel that you are capable to make great things happen. Every human being in the world has passion for something or the other. You need to decide and discover what is your passion. We'll be talking about many similar examples of people from all ages, from across the globe. I'm sure that some example may inspire you, may appeal to you, may motivate you, and maybe make you do some dreaming, think about it, work upon it, and move forward. Let us talk about another example about the 16th President of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln. In his early childhood days, say when he was around 10 years, he had a lot of passion for reading books. He comes from a very poor family. In those days, books were very limited. At the same time, they were expensive for the people of his profile. Family could not afford to buy books for him. So he had to think, what are the options before me? And through his contacts, he could find out that about 35 miles away, there is a place from where you can borrow books. So whenever he was in need of books, he would walk down this long journey to borrow books, read them, and go back and return them. Passion can make you work round the clock, forego sleep, food, family and friends. And what looks impossible, you make it possible. I think the urge to make it possible, the desire, I am a can-do person, we can make it happen, can transform into great results. Let us talk about two recent global examples. A 15-year-old Indian-American girl, Geetanjali Rao, this was in the news recently, was selected as the first ever kid of the year by the Times Magazine. First ever kid of the year by Times Magazine for her work using technology to combat issues ranging from contaminated drinking water, opioid addictions, and cyberbullying. Her inspiring message to young people: don't try to fix every problem. Don't try to fix every problem. Just focus on one that excites you. If I can do it, she said in an interview, anybody else can do it. It's passion. I repeat, I say it again. Don't try to fix every problem. Just focus on one that excites you. Don't try to do 100 things at a time. Try to take 2, 3, 4 things, focus on them, create success. Then take the next 5. But if you want to work on all the 100 things, nothing will happen. And she says, if I can do it, anybody else can do it. It's passion. I'm an ordinary person. If I can do it, why not you? So I think it is a self-inspiration. It is when you discover that you are capable to make everything happen, great things happen. She said her generation is facing many problems that have never been seen before. We just need to find that one thing we are passionate about and solve it. Even it is something as small as picking up litter, nothing wrong. Everything makes a difference. Do not feel pressurized to come up with small ideas, small thoughts, small dreams. But make a beginning. Great things will happen. When asked when she knew that science was her passion, and this little girl, Gitanjali, said, she always wanted to put a smile on someone's face. That was my everyday goal, just to make someone happy. And soon it turned into how can we bring positivity to the people and the place we live in. She said, my goal has really shifted, not only from creating my own device to solve the world's problems, but inspiring others to do the same as well. Because from personal experience, it is not easy when you don't see anyone else like you. So put out this message. If I can do it, you can do it, and anyone can do it. And this is what made her unique at the age of 15, and she was selected by the Times magazine as a Kid of the Year promote. So children, let us not underestimate them. Let us be very clear that great things can happen. The second example, which I was talking of, international achievement, is from an Indian school teacher. Early this year, an Indian school teacher was awarded 2020 Global Teacher Prize. It's a great thing, a great recognition for a teacher in the world. This award, which is run by Varke Foundation in partnership with UNESCO, celebrates exceptional teachers who have made an outstanding contribution to their profession. Ranjit Singh Desley is the name of this teacher. He is a teacher of a Zilla Parishad primary school in a small village in Western India in the state of Maharashtra. He was chosen as a winner from more than 12,000 nominations and applications from more than 140 countries around the world. In his winning speech, Mr. Desley made the extraordinary announcement, a first unique announcement, that he will share half the prize money with his fellow top 10 finalists, resulting in the other 9 finalists receiving about $55,000 each. This is the first time in the Global Teacher Prize history that an overall winner has shared the prize money with other finalists. This is a great way to create inspiration in the people that if you have become a finalist, it is not a small achievement. They have recognized me as an individual, but as a winner, I recognize each one of you who are the finalists as great achievers. The award recognizes efforts to promote girl education at the school, whose students are mostly from tribal communities. The Global Teachers Prize announcement said, he learned first the local language of the village in order to translate class textbooks into the students' mother tongue. He also created unique QR code on the textbooks to give students across access to the audio poems, video lectures, stories, assignments, greatly improving school attendance. His QR technology is now being rolled out more widely across the country. Zilla Parishad School had a very bad condition building when Ranjit Singh joined in 2009. Attendance of most of the girls from the tribal community was as low as 2%. Teenage marriages were very common. Adding to the woes of the students whose primary language was Kannada, the textbook in Marathi left them unable to read and learn at all. Ranjit Singh decided to change their lives for good. First, he had to learn Kannada language. and then translate the textbooks into the students' mother tongue. To make learning more personalized, he changed the content and activities, the QR code textbooks, by analyzing their reflection. Following the success of this model across the state of Maharashtra in 2018, the Honorable Minister of Human Resource and Development, Prakash Javadkar, announced that all NCERT books would have QR codes embedded in them. The Zilla Parishad school was also awarded the best school in the district with 85% of the school students scoring A grades in annual exams. COVID-19 pandemic has exposed education and communities in multiple ways. In the hard time, teachers are giving their best to make sure that every student has access to their birthright of good education. Desale said this in his winning speech. CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, had recognized Ranjit Singh as one of the three stories from India in his 2017 book, Hit Refresh. Passion comes from within and makes the difference. It has its own dimension and scope. We may have passion for becoming a tennis player or playing an instrument. It is unlikely that we would be interested in working in a store which sells these equipments, because my passion is learning the skill and not marketing them. Post-corona, the world around us will be looking quite different. During the last 52 weeks, every human being in the world has experienced things beyond imaginations. Irrespective of his or her age, people are caught totally unprepared and are experiencing many challenges. Tons of fear, discomfort, total uneasiness. People envisage many surprises in the time to come. Many questions will get raised. Many equations will change in the coming months. We'll keep on talking about many examples. Focus is every human being born in the world has the best competencies and capabilities. The environment around us makes most of these competencies go to sleep. We become what people around us want us to become, where they are family members, where they are friend circle, where they are people from the society with whom we keep on interacting. Their influence makes a difference. It is not that people have to acquire new qualities. The examples we are talking are examples of a nature where people did not have to go to create miracles. They had to discover their dreams, wake up the competencies which are sleeping, apply them, and make great things happen. What comes in our way to make great things happen? Certainly, it is very challenging, very important how we move forward. We say our preparedness to conquer the challenge is very important. This will require self-motivation, self-confidence, and a positive vision. If we spend our time in forwarding the negative messages which we receive on WhatsApp every day, we are multiplying negativity. But if we are trying to see with our open eyes, look for examples around you, you will find that every person has some good qualities, and you will find a lot of examples of passionate people doing great things. So your desire is important. Your self-discipline is important. Your ability to imagine is important. Positive way of looking at things is important. Your risk-taking ability, giving up negativity, and becoming a can-do person. Let us look at another great example from India. A very special, unique example of a boy coming from a very remote village in South India. The father of this boy is a coolie, very, very poor family. Electricity was not there in their village. No proper roads. Only primary school. If you have to go for class 5 and above, children have to bicycle or walk down 10 miles or 10 kilometers for the nearest school to go to the class 5 or 6. And in that situation, this coolie had one son at that time. He was very keen that the child must study. So after completing the school in the local village, he was admitted to a school, and he used to go every day by his bicycle. When he was in class 6, because the environment was very different, the nature of student was different from that small village. This boy failed in class 6. Even when he failed, he was happy because his passion was, can I become a coolie like my father so that our income becomes double? Can I become a coolie like my father so that our family income doubles, so that we can have a better living? So he was not upset with the failure in class 6. This boy was good in maths. His maths teacher used to love this boy very much. So when the teacher came to know that this boy has failed, he felt very sorry. And he said, you should not leave the school. You should continue, repeat the class. And if you want, I will help you. Boy was not convinced. He came and met his father and explained to him. Father ultimately got convinced that the boy should repeat the class and continue. But the boy had the passion that to become a coolie and help the family so that they can have better living. Once the father was convinced, the maths teacher asked the little boy, I have 2 points before you. You have to select one. Would you like to become a coolie like your dad, or would you like to become a maths teacher like me? The boy had to think. He realized how the maths teacher used to love him, how other students respect a teacher in the school. So he said, becoming a teacher means earning better respect. Many people respect you. To become a coolie, you are getting money, but there is no respect of that nature. So this boy got convinced and said, sir, I want to become a teacher like you. So this maths teacher said, I will spend time in the evenings to teach you other subjects. And you continue. Boy agreed. He continued. He repeated the class. Initially, he had a lot of discomfort, but he was a class topper in 6th. The passion created of becoming a maths teacher, the dream before him, inspired him. Can I make it a reality? He was a school topper. His dreams became different. He got admission in NITI. He became an engineer. The moment he became an engineer, there was a campus interview. He got a job with Motorola company. Hello? He got a job in Motorola company in Ireland. Now, he doesn't know what is aircraft. Nobody from his village had ever seen or sat in an aircraft. Everyone was delighted and thrilled that a boy from a village is going outside India, sitting in an aircraft to work in a country like Ireland. So there was a lot of excitement everywhere. He finally went to Ireland, worked for 3-4 months. He didn't enjoy Ireland because he felt that the culture in India, the culture in the village, the social environment was very different. So he was on the lookout for a change of job. And while in Ireland, he applied and got a job in Citibank in Dubai. So he decided to move to Dubai, work for Citibank. And then one day his friend was coming to his village. He sent ₹1,00,000 in a bag along with his friend to be given to his father. When the father saw the bag, he kept on weeping. He could imagine that one day he can see with his eyes ₹100,000 to pay off loans or debts, whatever they had. Things went on well, but always this little boy had a vision, had a passion, had a dream of doing 3 things. I should remain close to my father and try to help him. But I have become a person of this nature. Can I make more people in my village have a better quality of life and become like me? Third is, can I make my village a better place to live? He got married, and after working for some years, he felt that he should leave and come back to India because his passion was different. His dreams were different. He wanted to make it a reality. People in the village were not happy. His father was not happy. Nobody was happy that such a great job, such a paying job, a person leaves for his or her passion. But he said, no, I am very clear what is my dream. I want to achieve it. So he shifted back to India and he decided, along with one of his cousins, a small kirana shop in Bangalore. Because his cousin was able to manage all these things. So he said, I don't know business. I can give you some small 20,000 rupees. You can think of starting it. I'll come there and learn how you do business. So while sitting at this particular shop, one day he observed that there were a lot of local village ladies around who used to bring something in a polythene packets and give it to the shop owners to sell. So when this boy inquired from his cousin, he said, this is batter for making idlis and dosas. So the idea came to him, can this be done more hygienic, more systematic, more professional way? And his cousin said, these people are so poor, they have no money to spend to buy a machine or do all these things in a different way. And he said, how much does it cost? He said, about 20,000 rupees. But these people don't have it. So he said, if I give you 20,000 rupees, can you start making this and make 20 hygienic packets every day and sell this product? The birth of an idea came. And he said, if in 6 months, if you are able to increase this to 100 packets a day, I will give you about 4 or 5 lakh rupees more to expand this particular activity. Because his desire was, if we increase this business and it's successful, many people from his village will get employment, better quality of life. So this work started, and his cousin could demonstrate that in less than 6 months, 100 packet per day sale was possible. So more money was given and the business started increasing. A few people got employment. Parallelly, he decided that he should go to IIM Bangalore to do his MBA. He did his MBA. The rest is the history. In 2005, he set up a business plan to manufacture various batters. And by 2015, this organization makes large variety of batters sold in India, sold in Gulf countries, and many more new things. And they do a turnover of more than 500 to 600 crores every year now in just a span of 15 years, this company, and has provided employment to more than 2,500 people. 60% of the people are from his own village. So his life has changed, his dream has changed, his passion has changed. This organization is called ID Fresh. ID Fresh, you can go to the Google search and identify this guy. So ordinary people, it is not important what is my background. It is not important how rich or poor I am. Where you wake up, when you wake up, a small turning point can make you see the bigger dream, create that passion, generate that passion, and things become a reality in life. Great things happen. That's the story of Mr. Mustafa, of ID Fresh, who now targeting a business of 1,000 crores per year by 2025, and bringing the transformation of the lives of people from his village and make a difference not only to self, but many, many, many people. So I think there'll be a lot of examples of this nature around you. It is in your hands. What do you want to see? What do you want to listen? What do you want to do? Nobody else can do for you. You need to talk to yourself, create your questions, generate your answers. Between the two, your dream, your passion, your vision plays an important role. Professor Ravi, how much more time do I have?
Yes, sir. 5 to 8 minutes. You can give.
It's up to you.
Our audience is
You can
spellbound.
extend, or it's up to you completely.
It's up to you.
No, depends on how many questions have already come in the chat window. Because I can keep on talking for
Shall we
few hours,
start with question and answer session, if you permit?
or many questions already get answered this way. But I'll be too happy if audience have questions. But
Shall we
otherwise,
start question and answer session?
Yes, we can start our question answer session. We have around 15 questions, around 15 to 20 questions.
okay. I think I will try to take one more example before we take up the questions.
No issue, sir. You can continue.
Because I think how people think differently, how they enjoy doing things differently, is what needs to be there in the people. There is a family in Gujarat. The old man started doing some job work for various healthcare, medical or pharma sector related companies, and was able to earn by doing that work about having a revenue of about 30-40 lakhs a year. He was happy, good family. He had 3 children. And when the children were growing, he was very keen that my children should settle in the business. But the business was so small, they felt that my father, who is much less educated, is able to take care of the family by running the business. However, my dad wants us to join the business, so we should think something. So they agreed to join the business. But after a little time, they went back and told their father, we are not enjoying this business because people give you orders, you make some material, give it to them, they pay you money. So nothing great is there for us, nothing challenging. Father was quite concerned. He said, then tell me, children, what do you want to do? They said, we don't have any idea right now. But one thing we have made clear, that initially we'll do something in the healthcare sector. When you give us an year's time, we will come back to you with a plan what we can do. The father was quietly confused. He said, to create an idea, they want 1 year time? What they want to do? He said, in our time, we never thought that way. We just started it. Now, what did these 3 boys do? They decided that they will travel to different places in the country, villages, small towns, cities, and meet people. And have notebooks and notebooks to write the feedbacks. They'll say, if you have a headache in your family or a backache, what do you people do? Do you consult somebody? What medicine you take? So they went round for nearly 6-8 months to different places across the country to find out, for the common ailments in the country, what are the present solutions available, which people are using it. They also try to find out what are the challenges with these present solutions, They understood the raw material, they understood the product, they understood the limitations of these products. Came back. Next 6 months, these three brothers spent time to explore, consolidate and compile all data, analyze and identify 25 products, different ailments, different ingredients, inputs, localized solution, whether they are Ayurvedic, homeopathic, allopathic, all types of permutation, combination. So the journey took maybe about 1 or 2 years for them to come down with. Finally, they went to the father and said, we have identified 25 products which we can think of manufacturing and marketing for common ailments for the people in our country. And you are already there in the business, you can guide us how to do it. And the father said, great job done, children. What you do is that from this list, you take the 10 items which you feel are the genuine needs of the people. You identify a one-line tagline which will inspire people to use your product. And you should get the trademark registered for each of the 10 products. At that time, trademark registration was only done in major cities. So they had to go to Mumbai, get the registration done. For each product, the fee was 8,000 rupees. So nearly 80,000 rupees spent to get the trademark registered. They came back, started the work. In few years, the business started growing, new innovative strategies to market, move forward. They reached a turnover of 100 crores, beyond imagination for their father and for themselves also. They could never dream that they could make products of this nature. It became 200 crores. Time passed. There was an international company from UK that was very keen on this particular product. They came to his father and asked him, I want to buy these products. Can you sell me your company? Father was taken by surprise. He said, how is it possible? My children have worked very hard to create this product. And we are doing well. We are doing very good business. 200-300 crores we are doing, making good profits. Why should we sell? But the international player said, I will keep coming to you again and again to explore. You tell me the money, I pay you. You tell me the money, I pay you. And father said, okay, can you pay 500 crores? The international company was shocked and surprised. Only 500 crores for this business? Father was hoping that they will say sorry and go away. But it didn't happen. Father became serious, children became serious. Okay, that means there is a good potential. The passion which they created this empire, they understood the customers and created this new dream. This business got sold in 2010 to that international company, Reckitt Benckiser, and this company received a payment of 3,260 crores. Imagine how a 40 lakh revenue company, 3 children coming, finding the work has no challenge, taking up a new strategy, working on it, and that passion made them something extraordinary special to bring them to a level of that nature where they could get 3,260 crores from the international company. And they said, you keep your assets, you keep your people, you give us the trademarks, transfer the trademarks so that we become the owners of this. Great things happened. Things didn't stop there. They got huge money, 3 sons, nearly 800 crores each. What do we do now? We should again do something of that nature, which is special. They thought of creating something which is special, and there in less time can we become a similar big brand. And they came out with the fog products, fog deodorants, sprays. In a short span of 3-4 years, in a competitive world in India, the competitive environment in India and around, in a less than a 7-8 year span, they have been generating a revenue of more than 2,000 crores plus, with a market share of more than 50%. And there are a lot of buyers for this company available. In the last 5-6 months, a lot of discussions are there in the news that there are people who are ready to pay about 8,000 crores for this new business. So I think the passion in the people, passion is in the human beings. How to convert their dreams, their imagination, their innovation, the ideas in a competitive environment, a global open world, open economy. Still, a new entrant can find his or her own place to transform the lives of the people. Great things happen. So I think many such inspiring examples can be talked about, but because we have our time limitations, we need to take some of these questions and try to see if I can come up to your expectation. I'm sure that these thoughts, these examples should have given you some food for thought, some idea, something which in the next few weeks will put you to dream, imagine, dreaming with open eyes, dreaming during daytime, keeping your eyes open. You will one fine morning discover something which can transform your life and make you something extraordinary and special. It is ordinary people who become extraordinary. Nobel laureates are not born that way. It is a passion, they enjoy it, they become it. Global Fortune 500 CEOs are not born that way. It is the passion, they become that way. They enjoy it. They are always positive people. They want to learn and unlearn things. They want to move with time. They want to think of tomorrow and day after, not keeping yourself worried of yesterday. Thanks a lot to the host organizers, Principal Pandey and the team. And now open for questions, please.
Sharon ma'am, you are requested to take the questions.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful session, sir. Everyone in the comments have given enthralling responses regarding your session. We have a lot of questions here. The first question is coming from Ms. Mahalakshmi Shankar. Says that I have more than 20 years of teaching experience in management education. Is it possible to volunteer as mentor for Atal Innovation Mission? How can I register?
Very encouraging question, very inspiring question. Always people are welcome. See, on the portal of Atal Innovation Mission, on a regular period of time, we ask people who have passion towards these things to fill a one-page questionnaire. And once you fill that, there is a panel which reviews, and generally it's a matter of few weeks the decision happens. So be open, be positive, and she can have my contact details. So whenever there is a opportunity of this nature, I will be able to inform her so that she can take it. And through this opportunity, I welcome that any other passionate person who would like to help transforming lives of the younger school children are always welcome to be the mentor for change. The first is the mentor for change. Then you graduate to the regional mentor of change for a state. So always welcome.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from Limbachia Manthan, asks, every passion needs unconditional efforts, and some people might find it difficult or quit on their passion. So how to deal with hardships and how our mindset should be to achieve our goal?
Yes. I think the questions are quite interesting. I'll try to give a little longer answer to this question. I think remember that nothing is difficult. I think you start believing first that in this world, I am born. I know I am alive today. I know one day I will leave the world. I do not know what happened in the previous birth. I do not know what happens in the next birth. But I know that I have limited time in my life. Now, if I see people around me, I should always feel that why I could not become like them. Maybe a classmate of mine has become a chairman of an organization. A friend of mine has become a top person in the stock market. Another friend of mine has become an author globally. So there can be a lot of people around who could find a different way and achieve greater heights. So when I want to depart from this world, how do I want people to remember me? Remember my contributions, remember my effort. So start dreaming about that, or I can sleep for the rest of the life and depart, no problem. So you have to think, what is the purpose of my life? What I want to be known in the society, in the family, in the environment, by the people around me. So how do I achieve that? So I discover my purpose of life. I really work on it, I achieve it. Second important factor is, today your time is managed by others. When you want to achieve something in life, can 80% of the time be managed by yourself? Once you have time managed by yourself, you have plenty of time to think. Like, for example, some friend gives a phone call. We keep gossiping for 1 hour. The time is gone far away. It will never come back. Even if you have $1 million, it is gone. Every minute is precious. So I need to be very clear how judicious I spend my time, how conscious I am about the purpose of my life. And I think Question is yours, answer has to be yours. You cannot say that somebody will guide you to become this. No, you have to guide yourself. Because this question you are asking me, suppose you ask this question to yourself for next 10 days, maybe on the 20th day, suddenly the answer will come to you. Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. Next question is from Ayush Gupta. He asks, what is the best possible opportunity for youth post-pandemic? What is the best possible opportunity for youth post-pandemic?
I think this pandemic has transformed the lives of the people. It has made people think. It has made people worry a lot. It has made people how to manage crisis situation. It has made people understand that a thing of this nature, this pandemic which has come, has impacted life of every human being across the globe. Now, to come out and conquer this situation, nobody will help you. You have to help yourself. Now, when the question comes, what are the opportunities? As I was talking example, that pandemic means financial crisis. You have limitation of money. You have employment constraints. You have many limitations. So there are millions of things you can do online. As I said, in the boot camp right now, we are teaching children of the school from age 12 years to 18 years, how to create digital products using skills, how to understand customers' pains, how to create the products online, how to online marketing, how to take money. So hundreds of things can be done. Let me give you one or two small examples of people who have done. A person who was having some cyber security business he was doing for international clients. But this pandemic really stopped that total business. Payments not coming in. He had few employees. He's not able to pay salary. An idea came to him that today is a time when everyone is worried. Is there a way to bring smiles on the faces of the people? So he and his team decided to offer online package of small entertainment packages, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, tailor-made programs for birthdays, marriage anniversaries, occasions, various things. And they were offering this product online, marketing the product line through Instagram and other social media. And in the very first week of launch, they had more than 100 people subscribing, and people not only from India, Indians outside, because everyone wants to feel little comfortable. And he has added now a lot of features to this. It works. So I can give you a list of big examples which you on your own, without investment, apply yourself, and you can do it online. In any sector, where they are healthcare sector, electronic sector, education sector, anything you can do it. A lot of school children are doing a lot of things related to the situation, that we can get some pocket money doing something. How to multiply positivity, great things can happen. So think you'll find great answers. Yeah.
Okay, the next question is from Nisha Singh. She asks, our skills may differ from our dream. In that condition, what should be done?
I think it looks psychologically that there is a difference. Because you are fighting for time and running short of time. So wake up early morning, look at the sky, 10-15 days for 10-15 minutes, walk into a garden alone, look at some flowers, look at some birds, look at the water. I think your perspective will totally change.
Okay, sir. The next question is from Aishwarya Patil. How will I get to know that the path chosen for my passion is right or wrong?
I think this is one of the best questions. And my advice to everyone is there is nothing like right and wrong in this world. There is nothing. Everything you do is right. There is never wrong. Nobody has intention of doing a wrong thing. After some time, you become more wiser and you say, oh, I did a wrong thing. Because your relative reference has changed. So think that what you do today is based on the best thinking, best understanding, best knowledge. You have taken a thing. Maybe 10 days later, if you feel that it was not right, don't feel sorry about it because you have become more wiser. Your thoughts have become more superior. Your understanding, your experience has become better. You do a better job. So always believe today better than yesterday. Tomorrow better than today. Remove this negative word wrong from your dictionary. I think life will be very different.
True, sir. Next question is from Priyanka Yadav. How can we keep consistently encouraging within ourselves? I think this has been answered.
I think this is again a great question.
Yeah.
Remember, in this world, nobody has time to come and pat you and say, great job done. Everyone wants to be better than the other person. So I think you are your own judge to measure, and that is important. Yes, please.
Okay, sir. So it seems that due to some technical issues, time constraints as well, we won't be going through more of the questions. Yeah, but we have received so many appreciations from so many students, faculties, as well as delegates as well. Thank you so much for your time and explaining all of these topics to us. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Anamika, ma'am. Anamika, ma'am, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much, sir. It's really a wonderful session and it's learning, very great learning insights. And this will help us and our students and all the professionals who are listening this session. They are definitely going to imply in their professional as well as their personal life. Now, I like two things in this session, and that was like as you focused on two important points. It's don't try to fix every problem. Fix that what comes from inside. And if I can do it, then anybody can do it. So that's the very important point for each and everyone's for the learning point. Now, I would request Assistant Professor and IQAC Coordinator, Mrs. Sarojini Birada, ma'am, to please propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Assistant Professor Sarojini Biradar. As we know, 15 July is a World Youth Skill Day to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping young people with skill for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. The day also highlights the important role of skilled youth in addressing current and future global challenges. This year's theme, Reimagining Youth Skill Post-Pandemic, which aims to celebrate the resilience and creativity of youth throughout the COVID-19 crisis. This virtual event has been organized to discuss the skill that youth need to acquire currently and in the future. The World Youth Skill Day 2021 is taking place in a challenging context with the continuation of the COVID-19 pandemic resulting in widespread disruptions. At present, as we know, India has become the country with the largest number of youth in the world. In such situation, the importance of this webinar increases a lot. I am sure you had a great learning and gained a knowledge which will help and motivate you to acquire new skills. With today's fast-changing environment, acquiring new skills and being up to the date is a very critical. Yes, all good things come to an end in life. So is it today's webinar. On behalf of Rajiv Gandhi College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Vashi, Navi Mumbai, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks to those who have directly contributed to this national level skill enhancement webinar series on Discover Your Passion, Dream Big and Make It Reality, organized by Department of Commerce, Science and IQAC. At the outset, I thank our chief guest and a resource person, Mr. Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal, sir, CEO and founder of Vision 2025, Outlook Change, Regional Mentor for Change through NITI, Aayog and Atal Innovation Mission. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. Sir has described American writer and futuristic, Sir has described acquiring skill is how much important in this era. What a well said, learn, unlearn and relearn. An American writer, a futurist, Alvin Toffler once wrote, the illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. Sir has given some of the relevant examples such as how a small Kerala girl innovated washing machine to match their financial condition, and she got many awards recognition for such innovations. This all possible if you have passion to discover yourself. Sir also said about Abraham Lincoln, his passion towards reading books, and Ranjit Singh Wesley, winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2020 for promoting girls' education and triggering a quick response, that is QR coded textbook revolution in India. Sir, all examples you quoted highlights how one can achieve goal if you work with passion. Every challenge comes with an opportunity to learn. So it's important for all of us how we pursue challenges in our life, as a pain or an opportunity. I extend my thankful to our Honorable Founder, President Mr. Harivansh Singh Ji and Chairman Mr. Ramesh Singh Ji for their motivation. And also extend my gratitude to our beloved Principal, Mr. B.S. Pandey, sir. Sir, you are an inspiration to all of us. Your active support motivates us to conduct these kind of events which will helping our society. I would like to extend my thanks to our convener, Mr. V. Ravishankar sir, for organizing such a wonderful resource person. No event can happen without the provision of vast network of people. A special thanks to organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staff for their unflinching support and coordination. It's audience like you that makes session awesome. Thank you very much for your untiring attention throughout this webinar. And my heartfelt thanks to our students for their active participation. A plan needs roots in order to grow. So as a human, we should acquire a root attitude of learning new skills and knowledge. So youth, let's take an oath that from this moment onwards, we will face every challenge in our life as an opportunity, not a pain. With these warm words of thanks and message, I move to the end of today's webinar. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sarojini, ma'am. This is really, sir, with bottom of our heart, and from Rajiv Gandhi College, a very big thank you and giving very precious time and giving so much insightful information to us. With the words in the vote of thanks by Sarojini ma'am, I would like to say only few things to be mentioned. Just give me a minute so that I can speak out over here.
Thank you, Dhanpat Raj, sir, for your precious time, and all your examples were bang on target. This is something which we were needed in this pandemic to encourage the youth. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I would also like to thank Sridhar Shetty, sir. He has also joined the meeting. He is the former principal of IQAC College, KLE College, and a great educationist. Sir is also there in this Zoom meeting. So, sir, if you could switch on your video, that will be a great honor for all of us. And thank you for attending our session. And thank you, Dhanpat Raj Dhariwal, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I would like to end this session by saying very few lines, which as we are celebrating this World Youth Skill Day, and we are starting this very passionate series of expert session and